All right, so up next is blush. That's my favorite makeup. Natural, youthful, glowing, that's what blush gives us. The mineral-based ingredients of our blush is finely ground to provide a smooth and luxurious application. It really is, especially with their super nice brush. This also helps the product go on flawlessly, creating a buildable color, just like all of the products are. All of them are buildable, that blends well for all day wear. It really does last. It comes in a range of colors, right now 3, which is plenty, to complement different skin tones. I have all 3 and I use all 3 actually, so do what you want. The Savvy Premium Starter Kit comes with 1 shade that's gonna match your foundation selection, one that they already know complements that skin tone. So you can't go wrong with it, really. So here's the ones that I have. Smashing, this is a lighter one. I bet this one comes with the Cool. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, not much. It's very nice. It's not like putting glitter on. I do believe you're Smashing. This one has a little bit more shimmer to it. I don't know if you can tell. This is the one that's my favorite. I'm gonna bet goes with the Warm foundations. And the last one is Passionate. And it's a darker one. And this one's cool. This is actually the first one I bought, which I assume probably goes with the darker foundations. But I used it as a blush and a bronzer whenever I first got started, because lots of the blushes, the other 2 blushes, were out of stock. And it worked really well. They also do have the bronzers, and they have the 2 shades. One of these don't come in the PSK. It's something you can get as an add-on later on or with your PSK. A darker one called Summer Loved, and then a lighter one called Crowned All Over. And I'll show you how I use them in a second. That one's just a little bit darker. That's the one I use most of the time. And then Summer Loved is just a little bit lighter. There's not much in here. Sorry, there you kind of see it. And they have a little bit of shimmer, but it's not like you've thrown glitter on your face. You've been in a preschool classroom or something. Just kidding. Okay, so the blush brush I've showed you. Super nice. Very airy, and it just feels so luxurious going on your skin. Y'all know how to apply blush. It's really not that hard. I don't do any prep. I don't spray the misting spray or anything on it. You could use the seedlings to wipe it down a little to pick up a little, but I'd still load it. Okay, so I picked it up from here, a little in here. You can see it on the brush. You don't want to be able to see it, okay? Swirl it in your lid until it's on your brush, load it into all of those bristles, and then go to swirling and applying. Okay, definitely buildable color. So I can already tell this side to this side. Okay, pick it up. See it? Now you can't. And I always smile so I can get the apples of my cheeks. Good, and then up to about my temples. That's how I do it. Okay, and that is usually enough for me. Blush is super simple. Okay, now the bronzer, I wanted to throw this one in here. I like the darker one. Summer Loved. Okay, now be careful. Be careful. You go too crazy with this. I mean, like a tiny amount. Okay, you can see it's like I've got a bunch up here in the corner. I'm gonna stay away from that area. I don't wanna let my brush grab too much. Okay, so and I'm using the same brush. And I don't clean it or do anything because I like that little bit of pinkish warmth in with this anyways. There's not much left. Most of it has been transferred onto my skin anyways. So, but swirl so you don't like put a big blob of bronzer. So I start with my hairline, okay? And the point of bronzer is to not know you're wearing bronzer, right? So I hope you don't see a big change in it, but these are the areas that you're supposed to bronze. Okay, your temples. And I am so very lightly, gotta get a little bit more down here. Very, very lightly just blushing it on, okay? Okay, the next is the jawline. And that part right there, whenever you suck in your cheeks, under your blush. Okay, and then the last spot, be careful with this one, is to do the outsides of your nose. Okay, when you're doing your foundation, if you want to do more of a contouring type deal, you can do a shade lighter in your foundation, or if you're a warm, go into the cool tones. If you're already a cool, go to a lighter cool. And using a brush similar to that for the concealer, go down the middle of your nose and then blend, or do it now with your bronzer, I guess. And that gives that narrower nose thing that it's all trendy in the contouring makeup videos and everything. Whatever floats your boat. And that's blush and bronzer. Super easy, super fast. That's what I love about it. If I wasn't talking, I get my makeup done in 5 minutes in the morning. Easy. So it's really easy.